shadow gone, nothing you said. The quiet screams where you used to lie. A silent goodbye, a whisper lie. I held your hand through stormy skies, believed in forever in your eyes. But you slipped away, no fight, no sound, and left in my heart, shattered on the ground. I thought love was ours to keep, but you vanished while I was asleep. Now I'm haunted by what I didn't see. I didn't know you were leaving me, 'cause I didn't know you were leaving. I thought your heart was still with mine. I reached for love that's gone too fast, but you're just a ghost in my mind. Every laugh, every tear, every whispered vow now feels like glass cutting me somehow. Yes, I didn't know to survive the night. I see your smile in my memories, a love that vanished like autumn leaves. The songs we shared, the dreams we made, all fall away like light and shade. I tried to hold, I tried to fight, but you slipped away into the night. And though I try to forgive, your absence is all that I live. I thought love was ours to keep, but you vanished while I was asleep. Now I'm haunted by what I didn't see. I didn't know you were leaving me, 'cause I didn't know you were leaving. I thought your heart was still with mine. I reached for love that's gone too fast, but you're just a ghost in my mind. Every laugh, every tear, every whispered vow now feels like glass cutting me somehow. Yes, I didn't know you were leaving, and I'm learning to survive the now. Maybe someday I'll understand the love that slipped right through my hands. But tonight I cry, I mourn, I grieve for the one I didn't know would leave. If only you'd stayed, if only you'd tried, I wouldn't be broken, I wouldn't have cried. But you left silently without a word, and my heart still aches at what I've heard. 'Cause I didn't know you were leaving. I thought your heart was still with mine. I reached for love that's gone too fast, but you're just a ghost in my mind. Every laugh, every tear, every whispered vow now feels like glass cutting me somehow. Yes, I didn't know you were leaving, and I'm learning to survive the now. So I'll gather my pieces, face the day, carry the scars, find my own way. I didn't know you were leaving, but I'll rise again, and I'll be okay. I watched you walk away in silence. No words, no reasons, just absence. The empty space where you used to be echoes the love you left me free. I held your hand through stormy nights, hoping you'd stay. Hold on tight, but you're right. drifted, your heart withdrew, and the love I knew disappeared with you. I waited for words that never came, whispered I love you to ease the pain, and now I see the truth. I must face the goodbyes you never said, left no trace. 'Cause the good I never said out loud still haunt me every night and day. I reach for love that's no longer here, but it slips like shadows, fades away. Every laugh, every tear, every stolen touch was left behind. Now I feel too much. Yes, the goodbyes you never said out loud still linger in my heart, heavy and proud. I keep your letters folded in my hands, memories of us like grains of sand. I trace the words that once were sweet, but your silence made my heart incomplete. The songs we shared, the dreams we made, all fading colors into shades of gray. I tried to speak to make you stay, but all I heard was your heart drift away. I waited for words that never came, whispered I love you to ease the pain, and now I see the truth. I must face the goodbyes you never said, left no trace. 'Cause the goods you never said out loud still haunt me every night and day. I reach for love that's no longer here, but it slips like shadows, fades away. Every laugh, every tear, every stolen touch was left behind. Now I feel too much. Yes, the goodbyes you never said out loud still linger in my heart, heavy and proud. Maybe someday I'll learn to forgive, to let go of the pain, to truly live. But tonight I'm trapped in memories we made of a love that fell silent, slowly decayed. If only your words had come before the end, maybe we could have stayed, maybe we could mend. But your silence spoke louder than your heart, and now I'm left to make a new start. 'Cause the guys you never said out loud still haunt me every night and day. I reach for love that's no longer here, but it slips like shadows, fades away. Every laugh, every tear, every stolen touch was left behind. Now I feel too much. Yes, the goodbyes you never said out loud still linger in my heart, heavy and proud. So I whisper my own farewell tonight, carry the memories, step into the light. The goodbyes you never said out loud will fade as I find my own way somehow. I gave you all I had to give, the love, the trust, the way to live. I painted my world in colors for you, but you turned away and I never knew. Your words were warm, but your heart was cold. A story of us that was never told. I held on tight, I tried to stay, but your eyes were somewhere far away. I thought our love could conquer the night, but I was alone and holding on so tight. And now I see the truth I can't deny. 'Cause my heart wasn't your priority. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. I reached for love, I reached for you, but you walked away cold and tough. Every tear I cried, every sleepless night fell on deaf ears, nowhere inside. Yes, my heart wasn't your priority, and I'm learning to survive the fight. I kept your letters close to my chest. Every word I read, I tried my best. I held our dreams like fragile glass, but you let them shatter, letting us pass. I whispered your name into the dark, hoping for sparks, some lingering mark. But your love was fleeting, never mine to keep. And now I'm awake while you're asleep. I thought our love could conquer the night, but I was alone and holding on so tight. And now I see the truth I can't deny. 'Cause my heart wasn't your priority. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. I reached for love, I reached for you, but you walked away cold and tough. Every tear I cried, every sleepless night fell on deaf ears, nowhere inside. Yes, my heart wasn't your priority, and I'm learning to survive the fight. Maybe someday I'll find someone who cares, who holds my heart in tender prayers. But tonight I'm trapped in memories we made of a love that was always too easily swayed. If only you'd seen the love I gave, if only you'd fought, if only you'd stayed. But now I'm free from your disregard, healing my wounds, mending my heart. 'Cause my heart wasn't your priority. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. I reached for love, I reached for you, but you walked away cold and tough. Every tear I cried, every sleepless night fell on deaf ears, nowhere inside. Yes, my heart wasn't your priority, and I'm learning to survive the fight. So I walk away with my broken heart, carry the lessons, make a new start. My heart wasn't your priority, but I'll rise again, reclaiming me. I gave you everything, my heart and my time, hoping you'd stay, hoping you'd find the same love I held deep inside. But you let it slip, you let it die. I whispered your name in the still of the night, praying somehow it would make things right. But your eyes were distant, your hands pulled away, and I was left standing where we used to stay. I thought our hearts could beat as one, but you wanted a different sun. And now I'm learning the hardest truth: love is not enough when it's not the same for two. 'Cause you didn't want what I wanted, no matter how much I tried. I gave my all, I gave my soul, but you let it fade while I cried. I reached for the love that's no longer there, but it's only shadows and empty air. Yes, you didn't want what I wanted, and it hurts more than I can bear. I keep your letters, your little notes, the smiles, the dreams, the words we wrote. But every line now feels like a lie, a reminder of love that could not survive. I watched you turn to someone new, while I was left with memories of you. more than I can bear. Maybe someday I'll find someone new, someone who wants the love I give to. But tonight I'm trapped in your memory, the love you rejected, the pain inside me. If hearts could meet and still fall apart, mine is shattered, bleeding in the dark. And though I try to understand, it's empty hands I'm left with in the end. 'Cause you don't want what I wanted, no matter how much I tried. I gave my all, I gave my soul, but you let it fade while I cried. I reach for the love that's no longer there, but it's only shadows and empty air. You didn't want what I wanted, and it hurts more than I can bear. So I walk away with my broken heart, carry the pieces, make a new start. You didn't want what I wanted, but I'll survive and learn to love again. I watched you drift away without a word. Our hearts grew quiet, the silence unheard. I try to reach you, try to light the flame, but you turned your back and I felt the pain. The laughter we shared has turned to dust, the promises made now broken and crushed. I held on tight while you walked away and left me alone in the cold of yesterday. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, but you left the fire to fade. And now I'm standing in the ruins of a love that you betrayed. 'Cause you let our love stop while I was giving you all I had. I tried to hold on, I tried to save us, but you let it wither, leaving me sad. I cried in the dark, I waited for signs, but you turned your eyes away. Yes, you let our love stop, and now I'm lost, drowning in yesterday. I still remember the silence fall, close the door behind. You let our love start, but I'll survive and leave you behind. Watch your eyes grow distant, fade to gray. The words we whisper slowly slipped away. I try to catch you every time you fell, but you let go, and I couldn't break the spell. The laughter we shared now feels so far, like broken glass under a midnight star. I held my hand out hoping you'd see, but you turned away and left me empty. I gave my love, I gave my all, but you let it crumble, let it fall. And now I'm standing in the ruins alone, holding pieces of a heart turned to stone. 'Cause I couldn't save what you stopped holding, no matter how hard I tried. I chased the love that was fading, but it died while I kept crying inside. I whispered your name into the night, but it couldn't bring back what slipped away. Yes, I couldn't save what you stopped holding, and it haunts me every day. I keep your letters folded in my hand, even though they no longer understand. Every memory's a knife, sharp and clear, cutting through the love I thought was here. Try to speak to make you stay, but silence answered everything I'd say. And though I fight to let go, to move on, the shadow of you lingers all night long. I gave my love, I gave my all, but you let it crumble, let it fall. And now I'm standing in the ruins alone, holding pieces of a heart turned to stone. 'Cause I couldn't say what you stopped holding, no matter how hard I tried. I chased the love that was fading, but it died while I kept crying inside. I whispered your name into the night, but it couldn't bring back what slipped away. Yes, I couldn't save what you stopped holding, and it haunts me every day. Maybe someday the pain will fade, maybe someday I'll breathe again, but tonight I'm trapped in the shadow of a love I could not defend. If only your heart had stayed with mine, we could have reached the other side. But now I'm learning to let go of a love that drowned in silent tide. 'Cause I couldn't save what you stopped holding, no matter how hard I tried. I chased the love that was fading, but it died while I kept crying inside. I whispered your name into the night, but it couldn't bring back what slipped away. Yes, I couldn't save what you stopped holding, and it haunts me every day. So I'll close my eyes and face the night, carry the pain, but find my own light. I couldn't save what you stopped holding, but I'll survive and learn to be whole inside. stepped into the room where you used to stay. The echoes of your voice just fade away. I trace the marks of memories we made, but every corner cuts like a blade. I gave my heart, I gave my time, believed in us, believed in your mind. But now I'm standing in the ruins of love, picking up pieces that feel like a glove that hurts too much. I thought love could heal, I thought it would stay, but the pieces you left are sharp in every way. Now I bleed from the spaces in between, where your shadow lingers, where your touch has been. 'Cause the pieces you left behind are sharp, cutting through my soul, leaving me torn apart. I try to mend, I try to forgive, but the shards of us still pierce where I live. Every laugh, every word, every promise we made now feels like glass in the night, a masquerade. Yes, the pieces you left behind are sharp, and I'm learning to survive with a broken heart. I see a smile in reflections of the past, moments I thought would forever last. The songs we love, the late night calls now hang like shadows on my empty walls. I reach for love that can't be found, buried beneath what you left on the ground. And though I try to forget your name, the pain remains, the silent blame. I thought love could heal, I thought it would stay, but the pieces you left are sharp in every way. And now I bleed from the spaces in between, where your shadow lingers, where your touch has. 'Cause the pieces you left behind are sharp, cutting through my soul, leaving me torn apart. I try to mend, I try to forgive, but the shards of us still pierce where I live. Every laugh, every word, every promise we made now feels like glass in the night, a masquerade. Yes, the pieces you left behind are sharp, and I'm learning to survive with a broken heart. Maybe someday I'll find the light, patch the wounds, sleep through the night. But tonight I'm trapped in what you left. A love destroyed, a heart bereft. If only you stayed, if only you tried, I wouldn't be here with tears I've cried. But the pieces you left will forever sting, a reminder of what could have been. 'Cause the pieces you left behind are sharp, cutting through my soul, leaving me torn apart. I try to mend, I try to forgive, but the shards of us still pierce where I live. Every laugh, every word, every promise we made now feels like glass in the night, a masquerade. Yes, the pieces you left behind are sharp, and I'm learning to survive with a broken heart. So I'll gather the shards, step into the light, carry the lessons and face the night. The pieces you left behind are sharp, but I'll heal and rebuild my heart. I walk these streets where we used to run. Every corner whispers your name. Every shadow hides the sun. Your laughter lingers in the air like a ghost, and I ache in the silence, missing you the most. The bench we shared, the park we knew, all the little places that belong to you. I try to smile, I try to move on, but everywhere I look, you're still gone. I thought love would stay, I thought it would hold, but it slipped through my fingers like stories untold. And now I'm standing in the ruins of us, broken in places you laughed at, broken in trust, 'cause I'm broken in places you laughed at. The echoes of us still haunt my mind. I reach for the warmth, I reach for the past, but it's only shadows I can find. The smiles we shared, the dreams we made, all scattered like leaves in the rain. Yes, I'm broken in places you laughed at, and nothing will ever feel the same. I keep your photos in a dusty frame, even though the memories whisper your name. I trace the lines of the smiles we knew, but each one reminds me of losing you. The coffee shops, the midnight walks, the little jokes, our secret talks. I try to fill the emptiness inside, but every place we loved is where I cried. I thought love would stay, I thought it would hold, but it slipped through my fingers like stories untold. And now I'm standing in the ruins of us, broken in places you laughed at, broken in trust, 'cause I'm broken in places you laughed at. The echoes of us still haunt my mind. I reach for the warmth, I reach for the past, but it's only shadows I can't find. The smiles we shared, the dreams we made, all scattered like leaves in the rain. Yes, I'm broken in places you laughed at, and nothing will ever feel the same. Maybe someday the pain will fade, maybe someday I'll stand unafraid, but tonight I'm trapped in your memory. Every laugh, every tear, every plea. If love could return, I'd take your hand, but all I hold are the traces in the sand. And the places we loved, the joy we knew, are the places that broke me the hardest truth. 'Cause I'm broken in places you laughed at, the echoes of us still haunt my mind. I reach for the warmth, I reach for the past, but it's only shadows I can find. The smiles we shared, the dreams we made, all scattered like leaves in the rain. Yes, I'm broken in places you laughed at, and nothing will ever feel the same. So I walk these streets alone tonight, holding the fragments, letting go of the broken in places you laughed at, but learning to survive the quiet. You walked away without a fight, a shadow slipping into the night. No words, no promises, no goodbyes, just the silence echoing in my mind. I held your hand, I held your gaze, through every storm, through all the haze. But you disappeared like a fleeting sound, leaving a wound that screams too loud. I thought love was safe in your arms, but your quiet exit set off alarms. And now I'm broken, bleeding through by the love I thought I had with you. place we laugh now feels so cold. The dreams we shared now, stories untold. I try to move, I try to mend, but your ghost lingers around every bend. I replay the moments I thought were true, every glance, every I love you, but nothing can fill the void you left. A quiet goodbye with a deafening theft. I thought love was safe in your arms, but your quiet exit set off alarms. And now I'm broken, bleeding through by the love I thought I had with you. 'Cause you exit soft, you hurt loud. Your absence echoes, your silence shouts. I reach for love that's no longer near, but it crashes through me like waves of fear. Every smile, every touch, every whispered vow now cuts through me sharper somehow. Yes, you exit soft, you hurt loud, and I'm left in the wreckage, lost and proud. Maybe someday the pain will fade, the quiet goodbye will no longer invade, but tonight I'm trapped in memories we made. Love unfinished, a heart betrayed. If only you'd stayed, if only you tried, I wouldn't be here with tears I've cried. But the silence you left still screams aloud. A love once soft, now shattered and proud. 'Cause you exit soft, you hurt loud. Your absence echoes, your silence shouts. I reach for love that's no longer near, but it crashes through me like waves of fear. Every smile, every touch, every whispered vow now cuts through me sharper somehow. Yes, you exit soft, you hurt loud, and I'm left in the wreckage, lost and proud. So gather the pieces of my broken heart, carry the scars, make a brand new start. You exit soft, you hurt loud, but I'll rise again, unbroken, unbowed. I held your hand like it meant forever, believed your love would leave me never. But every promise faded too soon, like a song cut short, a broken tune. I waited for you to stay, to decide, but you treated my heart like a lull in the tide. Every touch, every word, every fleeting glance was just a pause in a love that never had a chance. I thought that you'd be mine through the storms and nights, but your love was fleeting, slipping from sight. And now I see the truth I can't ignore. You never loved me, not like before. 'Cause your love was just a pause button, stopping time but never here to stay. I reached for forever, you gave me a breath and vanished and left me in shades of gray. Every laugh, every kiss, every whispered vow was just a pause in a love that can't grow now. Yes, your love was just a pause button, and I'm learning to survive the now. The nights I cried, the mornings I bled were filled with the things you never said. I traced your absence in the spaces we shared, but your love was fragile, never really there. I kept your letters, I kept your smile, holding on tightly all the while. But every time I thought you'd stay, you pressed pause and walked away. I thought you'd be mine through the storms and nights, but your love was just a pause button, stopping time but never here to stay. I reached for forever, you gave me a breath, then vanished and left me in shades of gray. Every laugh, every kiss, every whispered vow was just a pause in a love that can't grow now. Yes, your love was just a pause button, and I'm learning to survive now. Maybe someday I'll find someone real, someone whose love I can touch and feel. But tonight I'm trapped in the echoes of you, in a love that paused but never came through. If only your heart had chosen to stay, I wouldn't be haunted by your delay. But your love was fleeting, your heart unclear, and I'm learning to let go of the fear. 'Cause your love was just a pause button, stopping time but never here to stay. I reached for forever, you gave me a breath, and vanished and left me in shades of gray. Every laugh, every kiss, every whispered vow was just a pause in a love that can't grow now. Yes, your love was just a pause button, and I'm learning to survive the now. Rise from the shadow of your leaf, find a love that's real, learn to believe. Your love was just a pause button,